What's up, Spice Droppers? It's Charlie from Ferndale. So I got this craving like a week ago, and I've been toying with it ever since in my head. So I figured I'd film it and let you guys be the judge. Is this amazing burger something you would eat? Alright, first let's start with the meat. I got 1 pound of ground pork sausage, and I got 1 pound of lean ground beef. I'm using 93.7. I'm using that because the pork has so much fat in it. We're gonna add some GPS to it. That's garlic, pepper, and salt. That's to your liking. You can adjust that however you want. And I'm gonna throw a little Spanish paprika in there. About a teaspoon or 2 teaspoons, whatever. Again, to taste. Now we're gonna mix this up. My original idea for this was a breakfast sandwich, and then it turned into a burger. And then I was like, well, I might as well just combine them. Hence the ground beef and the sausage in there. All right, once that's nice and mixed up, we're gonna go ahead and make 8 quarter-pound meatballs out of this. You can use a scale if you want. You can cut them out, size them out, however you want. I make quarter-pound patties all the time, so I'm pretty close with just my hand measurements. And you could use a separate bowl too. Why dirty up 2 bowls for this, you know? All right, there we go. We got our 8 patties. Let's set these aside and get to the cooking part of this. All right, I got my cast iron nice and hot. I'm gonna hit that with some oil. And I have half of a red pepper and half of an onion. This is actually a real small onion, so it's the whole thing, but I would use about half. Throw those in, we're gonna saute these up. All right, once those are translucitized after a couple minutes, we're just gonna take these out and set these aside. And at the same time, you're gonna wanna turn up the heat on your skillet because we're gonna be cooking the meat at a higher heat. We're gonna throw some butter in here, get that melted down, like just a little bit, like not even a whole tablespoon. We're gonna take 2 of our quarter-pound meatballs and set them down in there. And then after a few seconds, you're gonna take whatever you can to smash these down. If you got one of those burger smashers, that's great. Now I know we put the GPS in there, but I'm gonna put some more pepper on these. And these aren't gonna cook long. They're about a minute, minute and a half each side. Flip them over, get the other side. You see we got some nice crisp on there. That's what we want. I'm going to smash these down again on this side. Basically making a smash burger. And then after about another minute or so, we're going to flip these back over. And I got some sharp cheddar slices here we're gonna throw on there. I don't have a cover for this, so I'm just gonna throw that frying pan over top there and just put a little bit of water in there for some steam. So it's been about 20 seconds under there, 30 seconds. And I'm gonna take these out, set them aside. All right, now we're gonna do the eggs. Now for the eggs, you can do fried eggs, but I did separate 3 egg yolks because we're gonna make some hollandaise, so I'm just gonna cook the egg whites. So for that, I am gonna throw a little more butter in there, melt that down. And with this, we're gonna kinda wanna keep this in a designated area to keep it kind of the same shape as the rest of the burger. So I got my egg white there, putting some green onion in there, and I'm just gonna slowly flip this over, kind of push it into itself until it's the right shape and size. Just flip that egg over and cook them however you want. Again, I just had the egg whites because of the hollandaise. And I know you're probably thinking, like, why are you doing all the cooking before the hollandaise? Because hollandaise takes a while. But no, I have a secret to making hollandaise super quick. All you need is an immersion blender. All right, so now we got the brioche bun. I'm gonna go ahead and put a little more oil in there, kind of swirl that around. Now here's a little secret for a real sweet bun. We put some mayonnaise on there, and then we spread that around, and then we use that to fry instead of putting like butter on there. And this mayonnaise on there is just a game changer. I love it. So we're ready to go here. Again, set these aside. We'll have this hollandaise ready to go in no time. So as stated, I have my 3 egg yolks, and I have this container that came with the immersion blender. If you don't have one of these, just use a cup that is barely wider than the blender itself. I'm gonna throw just like a teaspoon of water in there. I got 2 pinches of kosher salt, and I have the juice of half a lemon. I'm using this strainer so I don't get any of the seeds in there. Now I have a half of a stick of butter here that I melted down in the microwave. So I'm gonna put the blender in there. We're gonna turn the blender on and then slowly add the butter. So now after blending, we have a nice, creamy, yellow hollandaise sauce. Let's build this burger. All right. We start with a bun. One patty. Put the egg on there. I'm gonna throw some hollandaise here. Put that second patty on. Some of our sauteed onions and peppers. Drizzle some more of that hollandaise on. Ooh, baby. Throw the top bun on there. And that is a brunch burger that's big and bad enough for anyone. Let's try this. Spice Droppers, this thing is colossal. It's everything I dreamed of and more. I can't wait to bite in. Perfect. Oh, wow, that was good. I'm making a mess, but hey, oh, we did it again, baby. Peace and love, Spice Droppers. I love you.